Awesome, great, glorious days. This is the day the Lord has made, and indeed we shall rejoice and be glad in it. Welcome to yet another exciting episode of the Umubanga podcast. Glad that you have tuned in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Today, ladies and gentlemen, is yet another exciting episode. I have a very amazing gentleman. We've been having a conversation, but I'll just read his bio a little bit so that you get to know who he is, and then we'll dig deep into him and just finding out who he is. So Mr. Gerasimos, pronounced Gerasimos, Andreas Papadados, born on 27th April 1980 in Athens, Greece, in Agostoli on the island of Kefalonia, close to Italy, is a bona fide genius in the field of mechanics, leadership, and personal psychology, having worked over 10 years under the wing of Mr. Jimmy Vangaletos from Dar Farms and Transport International. His life experienced a radical transformation from being a mafia gang leader on the island of Kefalonia to becoming an exceptional problem-solving leader and role model to local workers in the city of Lusaka, light industrial area, Chisamba and Mazabuka farms. From being an owner of his own workshop called Auto Technica in Greece to becoming a highly respected leader under Dar Farms International in Lusaka, Ndola, and parts of Congo, Mr. Gerasimos, whom today is fondly known as Mr. Mike, has gone through many seasons of life that give us reasons to sit down and learn from his story of transformation from a center of mistakes to a medium of miracles. Welcome.
Thank you.
How does it feel?
It feels somehow embarrassing, not to hear who you are. Nobody if you know who you are, you don't expect somebody to tell you who you are. Mm-hmm. So everything there is true. Yeah. And I don't want to hide something for who I used to be. Because I'm proud for who I am now. Yeah. Okay. So I cannot delete my past. Yeah. I cannot forget my past and what I've done. But I'm glad and proud for myself that I choose in the correct time to change my life and follow the path of God and try to be honest and try to be fair and try sometimes to lose for myself than to try to cheat on the other ones. Yeah. So I think so if each and everybody was doing the same, that planet was going to be better for each and everybody of us.
Okay. So look, your life has gone through twists and turns, and from somebody, in order for us to understand, so how was your childhood coming up?
My father and my mother, there was people that there was next to the church. Mm-hmm. We used to have priests in the family. Mm-hmm. We grown up without having any problems of feeding, getting thirsty, or must go and work, or having no clothes or nothing. We are me, my brother, and my sister. Now, the only point is that I believe that not my parents, they've done something wrong, that I've done something wrong. It was that I was choosing to follow the wrong people. Like for young age, and each and every teenager, I think so, and before that, each and everybody is thinking that if you go in a bar, in a club, riding a motorbike, having girlfriends, having tough guys next to him, is going to be the one. Is what they feel, is what I used to feel. And that one, if you start having friendships with wrong people, then it's getting like a routine. You think that that's the normal. So when each and everybody is going at his job and try to feed his family, then that time you are sleeping and you wake up in the night to go and trouble those people. So for you to realize that, it's just taking just maybe an hour for you to look at the mirror and regain your self-respect, because to be tough, you don't have respect. Even if all the gangs on the planet, respect is a rule that is not be written down. Yep. But I don't think so they respect you. I think so they fear you. Okay. So I was times that I was going to swim in the sea, where I'm coming from, and there was people collecting the children and run away, because that time I was having my hair moicana, I was having full piercing my ears, all my body, I was, and that time, I'm 43 years old now, so imagine on that time I was not even 20 that time. Yeah. So in the age of 15, I left my family. around 15 there. Why? Because my father was locking me in the house for not be a criminal.
So he was locking
Because
you so that you don't become a
the
criminal.
police, they was calling my father because he was well known. And they were saying, mister, that child of yours is not in the correct path. Do something. So I reached in the position for my father to lock me in the house and my mother to look after me and, to run after me, uncles, whatever, and me to find my way to run away from them.
Okay.
And at the age of 15, I just left the house without having any money in my pocket, without having any job, without even finishing the school, nothing.
Okay.
And then I realized what life is.
So when you left at 15, did you know of a specific gang where you were going to?
No, up to there, I was still young and I knew each and everybody. Where I'm coming from is a place not big, let's say like Livingstone.
Okay.
Like this big. And I knew each and everybody, the good and the bad ones. I knew the good ones because of my family and the level of my family. And I knew the bad ones because of what I was doing in the night. Go outside clubbing, dancing, enjoy myself. And when I left 15 years old, and my father and my mother started looking for me, and I was hiding for them, I was having even nowhere to sleep.
Okay.
So, and then I realized that, okay, I'm going to make it. How? I didn't know up to that point, So I started making 3 jobs, working on 3 jobs.
So what were the jobs?
One, I was waiter in a coffee shop.
Okay.
The other one, I was helping to fix motorbikes, changing oils. I was too young, and was having some idea, but not plenty, to be a mechanic at that point. And the third one was at a flower shop, delivering flowers. The reason that I started 3 jobs, it was not another reason than to have somewhere to sleep.
Okay.
It was not that I like to work so hard, but it was the only reason for me not to be in the rain.
Yeah.
So like this always, wherever rain it was, I was under some roof.
So was it in the same city as your parents or?
Yeah, but it's the same town where I was, but not with people that my parents, they knew.
Okay.
You understand? So just because it was must for me to hide. It was a bit, I'm very stubborn, in my life. So if I want to do something, I'm going to do it with, even if it's taking me 100 years.
Okay. So in your bio, it says that you were a gang leader. And there was as well.
When you say gang leader, don't think this for the movies, okay? Like when you are coming from the town of Livingstone, it's like now you are like city market boys there. Yeah. So don't think that we are having, okay, there was some problems. Like when I grown up after, and that grown up a bit at gang. Yes, there was things that I was doing was against the law, and for me it was normal because I was living in that situation. It was so yeah.
There were aspects of as well human trafficking and
not human trafficking, whatever you can imagine. Like I told you in the beginning, I'm going to tell you whatever exactly who I am. Okay, and not because I'm feeling proud.
Yeah.
But I believe by me saying the truth, maybe changing the life of people that they exist in Zambia, or I don't know how far my voice can go with that interview. So. I'm feeling sorry for myself, embarrassing for myself who I used to be.
Yes.
But I'm not regretting anything.
Yes. It was part of the process.
No, it's experience, man. Yes. It's experience. Like even if you broke your leg, it's experience. You're not going to walk in the ice anymore. So it's experience, yes. Yeah. And, always I never troubled somebody that he didn't trouble me first. That I think so it was because, and that's why I think so is the reason that I'm alive today.
Okay.
Because I never went to beat somebody, do something bad to somebody if he was not doing it to me first. Now, the things that other people they was doing, yes, like if somebody was looking for drugs that time and which everybody was selling drugs and I want the money and I know where to find the drugs and I can be the middleman, and okay, I don't think so it's bad, it's for those days. Now, I'm against drugs and the good is that I never tried drugs. I never used drugs.
Interesting. So
yeah,
you're just...
and no. Let me tell you why. Yes. Because I never used drugs for the reason that I was in love with motorbikes. Up to today, I don't know how many motorbikes I have and cars. So that was my love. And the worst scenario that I think so I can imagine with myself is that time that I was away from my house, I knew that people that are using drugs, that it's easily to die.
Okay.
Because the drugs, they've got the procedures that nobody's telling about that. Like if, let's say, for example, yourself, let's say you are coming for a good family, and me, I'm selling drugs. I'm going to find you, without you know that's me. I'm going to make you feel like the hero of the day by sending you some girls or whatever. And after, I'm going to spend the money of yours, your mother's, your father, whatever, because I know you are having money. The next step is that when your money is finishing, I'm going to somehow put you to sell those drugs so you can take your dose. And the third part, and the worst one, is that if you don't have the money and whatever, and you are so deep in drugs that each and everybody can realize that you are in drugs, then they are giving you not good drugs, so you can die. Because there's nothing else to take more for you. So that is, what life is. And if we are speaking about criminals or whatever, I can tell you a million criminals, like the war that's coming now to Ukraine. They are killing each other for no reason. You understand? So at least somebody is using drugs is his own will for an adult. What is happening in wars or whatever. So I think so those are the criminals. Because I pass from that point. You understand? So I'm not saying that everybody must use drugs or do bad things. Like I'm against this and I'm willing to give my life for somebody to live. Like today, I've got no children. I've got nothing, just a wife, a mother, a father, this and a few friends. So if I knew that somebody is having a problem or whatever he was willing to change, I was able to give him my organs to live. I've got nothing to live anymore back. You understand? I changed myself. There's nothing else to change on me. I'm old enough, so that's me.
Awesome. So you, as you mentioned, you fell in love with motorbikes. So at what point did you find yourself into mechanics and?
From as far as I can move. My father and my uncles, they used to have a business with excavators. And they used to have a workshop there. So my father didn't like me to follow that job for young age, let's say from like 6-7 years old, as far as I can remember. Because he told me, and he's true, and he's right, and if somebody youth, he's hearing here, he must hear the parents. Because the parents, I don't think there's any parents that he says something bad for his children. It's the ones that are suffering every day for the children. So don't be like me that I was thinking that I know more than them. So the point is with mechanics or whatever, my father was not allowed in me. And he told me, and he was right, that as far as you grown up, you become a better mechanic because it's experience. But your body is leaving you. So when your body is leaving you, you are going to need youth ones, strong hands, so they can do your job. And then they are going to start the mistakes because they are not going to be you. So they are going to leave some bolts loose. They are going to do some mistakes, and then you are going to lose your customers. So that is what his experience, he told me. He forced me to go and learn accounts, this, that. Nothing. I just ran away from my house, And I've done after myself those ones. Like I took my degree alone. I finished everything by myself.
So do you have a degree in mechanics?
And accounts.
Okay.
Not one. After when I took the degree for mechanics, it was in school together.
Okay.
Education in Greece is free, where I'm coming from. You can be a lawyer, a doctor, whatever you like, for free. The books, everything is for free. And hospital is for free. Okay, it's not, to tell you the truth, it's not for free. It's like every time that somebody's, how you have the NAPSA here, or taxes. So every time that I'm paying you because you are working for me, a small amount of that is going for the government, so they can pay the doctors, the schools, and the rest.
So when you built Auto Technica, how
Auto Technica, I came after when I stopped being, like what happened and changed my life. It was let's say from 15 up to 20 years out of those 5 years, 2021, I can't even remember nice. So that time it was where I was doing whatever you can imagine. I was thinking I was the king. Nobody was touching me. Nobody was speaking to me in the island. Nobody, whatever I want to do, I was feeling to do, I was doing it. So I thought that is life. That is, because from 15, you don't know what life is. So from 15 up to 20, if each and everybody's follow you, you think that's life. That's each and everybody's living like that. And after that, I was a bad incident. I was carrying some guns and some other things, you know. And usually I was doing the jobs alone. So like this, there's no people to speak and say things and they can find you and what. But it's always a more clever person than you. It's always a more tough person than you. It's always somebody better than you or worse. Doesn't matter. So that day it was a clever person than me, more clever. So he decided to follow me. So when he followed me, we start shooting with the guns. Guns, they are not allowed like here in Greece. You cannot have any type of gun, only maybe some rifles. But I think so. In that time, it was the time that by mistake, I can't say by luck, because I don't think so I was lucky. You know, God was not looking at me at that point. A bullet passed and just touched my breast. I never feel anything. You know, it passed so close that burned my breast like you are branding me, you know, like. And when I went to my house having a shower after everything finished, nobody grabbed me, nobody grabbed my items, anything. I went to my house, and when I look myself in the mirror, I've seen looking like a mark from one on my chest, from one breast to the other one. And I said, what is this? And after I thought that, you know, I don't know if it's like this, but it's the only thing that I can imagine to be that. The next thing that I decided is that it's not worth it for me to die. And there was nothing else. You know, in life you must have targets.
Yes.
Like even if you start a new job, a new life, a new family or whatever, you must have targets. Like you get married, I want to have children. You start a job, I want to be someone. You must put a target in your life and dreams. Dreams for free. Nobody's charging for dreams, you know. So that time, it was nothing for me to achieve more. Yep. Like if in the island that you are coming, you have everything, there is nothing else. And it's getting like a routine and you don't need it anymore. You know, it's like in a house of no food, something like saying poor families having no food, I'm going to buy a butchery and give it there. They're not going to eat it all. Maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. After they are going, you know, to get rotten meat. That's his life also. You need to have new adventures. So after that, I decided to change. So when I changed, it was very difficult for me. I think so the most difficult part of my life, it was that. When I stopped being the mafia guy, the tough guy, you know, like it's and everybody thinking is. Like those guys that I can see now in the streets, you know. To be something, you must know what you want to be. Yep. And to be tough, you must know what tough is meaning. Losing or benefiting. Like if you go outside here in Lusaka or in my country, wherever you like, you can see the people wearing the trouser under, you know, the belt. Yes. Do you know why that is? No. Well, even them, they don't know. It's fashion. Why? Because that is not because I say. It's and everybody can Google it. Okay, it's true what I'm saying. And because I like reading, I like, you know, looking around, you know, something that I don't know. So that trouser to be down is coming from the prisons. So in the prisons, in the high prisons, the prisoners are not allowed to speak each other. Okay, they're not allowed to speak each other. They can eat together, they can play basket together, but they're not allowed to speak. That trouser down, that the tough guys you can see going like this, the big mans or whatever, is a signal that if I put my trouser down, I want to be the female for the day in the prison. Okay. So can you understand how, if you don't know what are you doing, you can misunderstanding things and you think that that's make you tough. So those people that they are going and you see them tough with chains, sunglasses, whatever, trousers down, because they see them from some movie or some, you know, some singer or whatever, I'm begging them to try again and find out what that signal is. Okay. It's things that you must know about life. Yeah. So. Okay.
Interesting.
I'm taking you one side and apologize for that. Okay. So
no problem.
You can stop me anytime you like.
No problem. So, so your whole stay in Greece. So when did you come to Zambia?
Zambia, I came. Okay, let's take it from where we leave it. Okay.
Yes.
Let's say that when I stopped to be that mafia, I keep my friendship, but I stopped doing bad things. Okay. I thought to change my life for the better for me.
So after when you...
after that happened, you know, like, and up to there I was like when I was moving my hand, I was able to have women, drugs, money, friends, bikes, cars, whatever you like. So from that point, and after you say, you know, let me see what life is, the real life. But you don't do it because you're scared to lose the money, to lose the power. Yeah. But when you realizing that tomorrow I can be dead, because up to there, I forgot to mention that I already buried few of my friends. About this, you know, another was they went in the prison. So you start thinking, you know, you say, what if something happened to me? And you don't scared if you die. Like right now, if you have a gun, you can shoot me. I don't scared to die from where I passed. I scared and I have fear. If I survive and I be on the bed and I'm able to look the ceiling. That's the biggest fear that you can have in your life. Not to die. Die is okay. You go heaven or hell, finish the story. And I'm not expecting myself to go to heaven. I know where I'm going. You understand for what I've done. But that's not my point, to choose. But I'm telling you, imagine yourself, to be in a car accident or whatever and to survive without being able to move. That's the worst punishment that you can have in life. I believe that. So from when I changed my life, I took a small toolbox. When I took a small toolbox, I started repairing cars for the same bad people that I used to know, because none of the good people were speaking to me.
Yeah.
Because they knew who I am. Mm-hmm. So nobody's going to give the criminal to repair his car, Let's get serious here. So after that, with a small toolbox here, there, whatever, I find in a village at Petricata, with a friend of mine, like a small garage, like small, like it was maybe 4 meters by 2. Mm-hmm. So there it was where I was started repairing small cars, whatever. So I was supposed to take your car, to take it there, to repair it and bring it back to you. Mm-hmm. And after that point, I decided with a few money that I was having to open my own workshop. So I was dreaming without counting on my past. Mm-hmm. Because when I opened my workshop, everything was okay, everything was nice, everything was beautiful. Spanners there, machines there, me excited to work, ready to, to fight life. Mm-hmm. But I forget that people, they judge more for what you deserve. And none was coming there. So what I've done, it was I employ oldest man to behave like the workshop is his. Mm-hmm. Vangelis was his name. And he was taking the customers. Mm-hmm. And he was saying, okay, I'm going to answer to you the price or whatever in maybe 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. So he was keeping the customer busy. So me, I'm going to see the car. So I'm going to tell him that this is the amount of the car. So make the deal with him, because that one was decent. He was having no tattoos, no nothing. He was a decent person compared with me. You understand? Mm-hmm. So, and slow, after that, I started regaining respect. And I can tell you that in my life, I don't believe that money exists. In my life, I don't believe that money exists, and I can answer to you and explain to you a bit after. Okay. I'm working, I'm living for respect. Like even in my funeral, if somebody come, I'm sure in our days now that he's going to come because he's respecting me. Mm-hmm. Not because I'm going to leave him something or to cry for something. I'm going to cry. And I've seen it even here with Zambians, that I'm working from 2009 up to here, that like there is few times that we are going break down for the truck, and the truck cannot be on the road because it's going to cause accident. So I'm saying to my guys, you go inside, and I'm willing to stay in the rain. Because I know I cannot push somebody to get wet, but I can force myself to get wet. So nobody can tell me what I'm going to do at myself. And after a few times, you can see the guys, they are coming, so, Bwana, we're going to be with you. So that feeling is something that you cannot buy. Take the richest man on the planet and tell him to go and buy you 1 kg of respect. When you start feeling respect from other people, then you know that if something happened to me, that worker that you call him sweeper, and you can see somebody shouting to him, that to me is my friend, and every morning I'm asking him, how are you? Without anything to benefit him or me. Like in the position that I am, I'm not going to give him 10 kwacha to say good morning, and he's not going to give me 20 kwacha to say, oh, I'm fine, okay? So it's just to ask. And if you know that somebody is having, let's say you ask me good morning yourself, okay, and we are working together. And yesterday I fight with my wife. Only that you are asking me good morning, and you are telling good morning, it's just a greeting, it's nothing else more. It's free of charge. It's not making you worse or better person. Yep. And you don't need even to stop, just on the way walking. If you greet. Imagine Zambia, and everybody's meeting each other to greet. It was going to be more happiness with positive energy. But people, they like to hide themselves and feelings. So when I ask somebody, how are you? I don't care, but maybe I care. That's not making any sense. But that person, when I ask him, how are you? Maybe he was having a fight with his brother. He was thinking, to go and beat his brother or fight with a brother. So by asking like that, maybe he can change. You can change his mind. Not his mind only, the future. Yes. The future. Like by somebody is insulting to you in the street. I've seen people fighting here for what? For what you are fighting? Somebody must be wrong. And if you are wrong, and you fight with me, and I start fighting with you, then both of us were wrong. So from where I pass, to fight must be a special reason. Yes. Like if I see you in my house, if you trouble my wife, if you rape my wife, I'm going to bury you alive. That's not a doubt on that. You understand me? And I'm not scared even to say it live or whatever. That's true. And a man must protect his family. Like the animals, we are animals also. I'm an animal. And it's up to me if I'm going to be a good animal or a bad animal. You understand? An animal that's going to bark, it's a stupid animal. Like you insult me on the road. What am I going to benefit by replying back to you? I'm going to light my cigarette. I'm going to smoke my cigarette. I'm going to eat my bubble gum. And I'm going to laugh with you. And that's going to make you upset. And if I know you for 5-6 years and we have a fight today, I'm not going again to reply to you. I'm going to give you the chance. And tomorrow I'm going to come and say, Mister, why? Why you behave like that yesterday? Because you cannot change 10 years because of a minute. But I've seen in that life that I'm old now, 43. I'm just going now to the graveyard to slow myself, 43 years old. I'm not thinking to live forever, okay? But I can see that people, they are fighting and broaching friendships for 10 minutes when they knew each other 10 or 20 years. So we don't have common sense in that life anymore. We are not normal, all of us, if you think about that.
Okay.
And people, they are going in the church. Like I bet you, let's go to the church to see. Or wherever you like. And you see people, they are aggressive and negative one to the other one. And you go to the church. Okay, I can pray where I am. I pray many times through the rain, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. I see people fighting for Muslims, Hindus, Christians. What exactly is Christianity? What exactly is whatever religion you like? What exactly is? Is anyone say go and kill the other one? Is anyone go and cheat on the other one?
Yep.
So my point of view is, let's call that one that is there, I'm calling him Jesus because I've been told. And I believe. But my mother, my father was Christian. What if I was in another country? I was going to be Muslim now. But to find the answer in my questions, because I went deep in myself to change who I used to be. And I didn't know if Christianity is the correct. I didn't know if Hindus, they are correct. Wherever you are going, you don't know what's correct. So I say, I don't want to follow something that I've been told. Yeah. So the way for me, and today I'm Christian, and I believe in Jesus, is that I'm not, when I die, something is there. Okay, let's follow what my parents told me, that the parents told me, that is the ones that they don't want something bad for me. Okay, so let's say that your relatives, they are the ones that tell you the right things to do. So let's follow from there. So when I die, let's call where we are going to meet, let's call that one Nathan. Is that Nathan? You can call him Allah, Jesus. I'm calling him Nathan. Let's give another name. Is that Nathan is going to say, Mister, what you've done? I'm going to say, I've done this, this, this. What good you've done? This, that. So anyone, even if it's Allah when I'm Christian, is going to say, my friend, you know, go in hell because I don't know what, you know. You are not... He's our Father there. So if he's our Father, he must forgive us. But us, we must not take advantage like I used to do in young age. You know, to take... Never mind. I'm telling you, I'm not proud for that. But that is it. So after that, to come back on your question, economy of Greece collapsed. Okay. End of 2008, beginning 2009. So I started losing the easy money for my workshop. That time I was making good money. I bought a house that I'm still having it with my own hands, not with criminal, not with that, by suffering. I reached in the position to drink water from the pothole. Not because I was having no money, but to save money, to make my future, my dream come true. Okay. I never done something, and I never asked somebody to do something that I never done first. Like even if I'm supposed to carry something, I'm going first to carry it, and after I'm going to ask you to help it. You help me, you know. I don't like those stories that I can see here in Zambia, you know, like people sitting and the belly is grown up, and you see my hands, they're all of pieces, you see, like, so I don't want, I know who I am. I'm not a boss. You understand? I believe each and everybody's equal. I want to be fair with each and everybody. I get upset when they call me Buana. So I have a name. My name is not Buana. You understand? My name is not Boss. So I have a name. My name, even if it's not the right, they baptized me, Mr. Jimmy's baptized me here, Mike, because all that trained name, it was difficult for somebody to remember it. So he said, okay, we're going to call you Mike, because Mike is the unique name of all that. And Mr. Jimmy is the one who changed all my life when I came. That is the one who make me not to keep for not like if you want to get aggressive and shouting and like this, that to be ready to fight, because that time when I came, yes, I was trying to do the good, but I was always ready to fight, ready, aggressive. Like
So when you came to Zambia, when 2009, 2010,
2009.
2009. So
May.
did you know? So were you called to say come and join?
That's a funny story. That's a funny story, man. Okay. So I'm in my workshop, and very funny story. That's making to see that God is having the plans for you, even if you don't want to follow them.
Yeah.
God knows where He must put you. And I think so. For me to meet Mr. Jim, it was a God's plan, because I don't think so somebody else was going to be able to change my life. From 10% that I changed it to make it 100% upside down. So that person, for me, I own him, who I am today. And as far as I'm alive, I'm going, and if I die, I'm going to find him. It's no doubt about that. But I didn't know him. Even if my wife is the sister of his wife.
Okay.
But like I told you, I was a very tough person, a very stupid person, whatever you want to put there, put it. And I didn't like rich people.
Okay.
I didn't like people that I don't like them to be my friend. I didn't like poor people. I didn't like anybody. I like only each and everybody I like. Like if I was able to see somebody and I was liking his face, that's going to be my friend.
Okay.
Now you can be the better person. I don't like your face. You can be, my enemy. Like stupid, because never mind. So when I have now my workshop, it's passing around, let's say, 5 years of me having the workshop, going great. No problems, whatever. It was having, some problems in the beginning, like I told you, but everything's okay. Now economy is collapsing. Now I just bought my houses with loan. I'm gambling again to lose everything or to have everything. In that time, there was also some friends of mine, not the criminals. There, I want you to keep a nice point on that. The criminals, they never cheat on me. The bad guys, that they weren't even in the prison, they never lied to me. Okay? So the good guys, the decent people, they chew my money and they put me in the position to take the gun and put it in my head almost to commit suicide. I slept with money and I wake up with no money. And not only with no money, but also with the problem to lose your house, to end in the jail because you own now.
Yes.
So when I was criminal, I was not going in the jail. Now that I help people by borrowing money, signing like guarantee like this, all of them, they cheat on me. So I was having two choices. One, it was to go and sort it out like I used to know. And the other one is because I promised myself to change, just to forget it. So I put it in my mind, I cheat on myself. I said, okay, I'm going to do it tomorrow. So let's see how far it can reach that story. Like that problem that those people make me, pass through. Let's see what's going to happen. So all that point, what is happening there, by me getting stubborn and trying, I recover. One of the persons that chew my money, I find him in Zambia without knowing that he was here. Okay. So he told me, Mike, I have, it was at Bulungu. So he said, Mike, no, here's the money. I say, I don't want the money. I'm glad that you give me the experience. Because if that thing was happening now that I'm 43, I was not going to make it. That time it was, let's say, 25. Okay, that thing happened.
Yep.
Because I knew how to work. I didn't know what finance is. Because like a mafia, money was full. Wherever it was not exist money.
Yep.
But by workshop now, you must pay your bills and everything. Because I was having people working for me in the workshop. I was not alone. So then you start realizing different in life. And he came a friend of us here, Greek guy, at my workshop that he know me. And he said, no, Mr. Vagelatos Dimitris, the owner of Dar Farm, the late Mr. Jimmy, my hero,
yes,
I don't know what, my heart, whatever is exists on me is that man, nothing else I have to say, If somebody know me, he knows how I was feeling for that person. Even if we was fighting, we were fighting day and night, every day with him. But he was a man and a half, not just a man. So I'm picking the phone without knowing him. And the guy told me that Daras is Dar Fam is the nickname of him, you know, where he's coming from. Daras is meaning in our language is the guy that is not taking nonsense, that's shouting, you know, like somehow, you know, like a lion. And I said, okay, give me the phone. I'm going to speak to him. The guy, he didn't know me. He didn't send to me. He just asked the guy if he can find any mechanica for a short time. So I'm speaking. Now, the funny story is that out of my workshop is his car parked. His own car, because he's having business also there, by the name Dimitris Vangelatos, is outside of my garage parked because I'm using his car. But I never met him personally. I've seen him a few pictures of him, and I've seen, you know, like Dimitris Vangelatos, the name, and now Dar Fam. I'm speaking with Dara, something that I never know that is those two guys are one. So I'm speaking with him. I say, look, I want to come there for a few times. Yes, what, you know, I need to fix me some gearbox. Yes, no problem. What, okay. He's telling me, okay, I was not even having passport that time. Okay, let me give me a month to have the passport. I send to you. Okay, you know, you must, that time it was visas. We must make the visa, whatever. We must tell to the immigration where you are coming from.
Yes.
We cannot be like a visitor here, you know, like I'm going to leave, so you come here. We must. So it took some time, you know, like for the papers and everything to come straight. So, but the same night that I'm making the deal,
yes,
and the good is that he was telling me, you know, you are take so much money, we're having kwacha. I said, kwacha, what? I'm going to play Monopoly. I didn't know what kwacha is, you know. I said, which kwacha? Which money is this? You know, I didn't know anything. He said, no, kwacha is the local currency. Yeah. I say, okay, now I was thinking, you know, is the money is giving me plenty or is the money is giving me small? So he was laughing with me because I asked him, what is the value for Coca-Cola? So I asked him, do you have Coca-Cola there? He said, yes, man, we are not Bush. You know, it's a development country, you know. I say, how much is Coca-Cola? I don't remember what he told me now because that time it was millions also, the kwacha. So I compare the money, you know, kwacha with the Coca-Cola. With the Coca-Cola, I'm drinking my counter. I say, okay, it's not plenty, but we see I'm coming, you know. So, and that's where I came. And the night when I went to my house, I was speaking to my wife. I say, you know, you must keep the workshop open with the workers. And because I'm going to work out of the country. So out of the country for what? Workshop is going great. You know why? I say, no, I can see I'm losing the money. You know, slow is, the income is just reducing. I say, where are you going? I say, I'm going to Africa. But insist, if you go to Africa, why you don't tell me to go to your sister? So I tell him, no, me, I'm not working with relatives. Forget me. I want to go work somewhere that nobody knows me. Okay, so Africa, where's Zambia? But Zambia is also my sister. I said, I told you I don't want to go and work for your sister. Now I say, where? Lusaka is my sister. So let me know, you know, to speak with my sister. Maybe they know the guy that you are going. Is he Greek? I say, yes, I'm speaking Greek with him, so he's Greek. So I say, okay, what's his name to call him? I say, they call him is Daras. He say, you stupid guy, you're going to work for my sister and her husband. You know? I say, no way. So with her phone now, he's calling Jimmy. And I say, are you Daras or Vangelatos? And he's telling me both. Which of the two you want and what are you doing in that phone? And then I said, just leave it. And I came here, and when I came in the airport, I remember his eyes that I came decent. Okay, I have even a picture for that, you know, nice clothes, like that. But those, you know, tattoos, they was out. So the guy, when he's looking at me like, and I was young, like I was 27 years old, something like that when I came here, like not even 30, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So he's looking at me like from toes to head. And I'm asking him, are you looking for a mechanic or are you looking for somebody to get married with? So, and he get upset. After I went to the drive, because in my country is another side, the steerings, I went to the other side. After I didn't like him and he didn't like me. So, but I came here, I work. It was tough in the beginning for me. Tough, very tough. Because of the difference of the country. The weather is same like my country. Friendly, I can say I feel more safe in Zambia than my country. I believe here if you don't trouble somebody, it's not going to trouble you. Like for me, I've been in all the places like Congo, Zimbabwe. Congo, I didn't feel safe. I slept with one eye open, to be honest with you. Okay, even if nobody trouble me, even if they help me, a village guy there helped me. And here, I surprised twice in my life in Zambia. One is that at Namuala, if I was able to change my life, I was going to be that guy that I meet in Namuala and have a family like his family. But not his. I'm not feeling jealous for what he's having. I'm feeling proud. And if I was having to choose something, how somebody's choosing a Corolla and somebody is having another Corolla, same car, like I was going to do that. It was the most beautiful, lovely family that I've seen in the bush. And if God blessed me and I have time, I'm going back to Chief Chikanda. I'm sure you don't know what Chief Chikanda is.
No, I've heard of that.
Yeah. So Chief Chikanda is, I think, 160 kilometers from Monze, going right in the bush. I reached in the position that there was not even a road for the breakdowns for the track. And there I've seen some children that they never see a white person. And they start screaming. And I was running together with them. I thought inside here that I must be a lion, a hippo, an elephant or something, you know. So when all of them was running, I was running after them. And when they was running, the guy that I was going with him, like, you know, to take me there for the track, he said, "Hey, Mr. Stop." And I stopped. I said, "What? They are running because they're scared of you." It was just children's, you know. So after with those children, after 2 days, it took me 3 days. After the second day, I will become friends, nice there. So if God bless me, I want to go back and see those children, you know, again before I leave Zambia or die or whatever. So that's it. Okay. Make me another question because I take you one side.
That's fine. So you worked with Mr. Jimmy. So as you said, you didn't want to work with relatives.
Look, I believe, like, take few of the rich people in Zambia, okay? In 10 people without naming them, okay? Let's take Mr. Jimmy that I know him, okay? Mr. Jimmy, he left younger like me, I think so 15, 17, 16 years like this. His father was rich in Greece and he came here and he came rich again here by himself, okay? Leave the Zambians, take Elon Musk. Elon Musk, his wife left him. He was his relative. He left him because he was trying all those stories and he didn't want, you know, he was not believing on him. Take Bezos. He was for a poor family, nobody was believing on him. So those is the richest people that I mentioned, is those two, the last one was the richest in the planet. So I believe for somebody, he must not counting on his relative, on his friends or whatever. He must think out of the box. Yes. Like let's say you have a restaurant, I have a restaurant, all of us will open a restaurant. What about after grocery stores? Because you are making money with a restaurant, I'm going to open a restaurant. So people that they make the difference and get rich, it was that. Thinking out of the box. Okay. So that's why I'm saying I don't believe money exists. That's why I say I don't follow money. Because if you follow money, you can never grab them, my friend. Okay. Money, you don't have hairs to grab them. So I'm sure in your life that when you want the money, you don't have them. And when you don't want the money, you have some extras. It doesn't matter the amount. Yep. But let's say now I'm taking 100 kwacha. And the 100 kwacha, I'm alone, single, bachelor, whatever. I say, okay, I'm going to eat bread or whatever. It's okay, it's enough. Okay, the next day, because you are spending those money anyhow because you thought you are having more for what you want, is you get sick and you don't have the money. So in that life, if you follow the money, when you want them, they are not there. But if you follow your dreams, that means you are going to be good for what you are doing. Yep. That's why they say, and I'm telling you clearly that, they say, okay, that I'm good in mechanics. Me, I'm telling you that I'm the most stupid, useless mechanics exist in the planet. Okay. Why I'm telling you like that? The difference is that me, I keep trying not to fail. And because I start like this and I fail, I took my lesson through my mistakes. So I don't believe that I'm something more than a confused person at Kanyama Cleaning that he called himself a mechanic. The only difference is me, I'm going to try 24/7, and him is going to try maybe 10 minutes and says, no, I fail. What's meaning you fail? Okay. There's no failure in that life.
Awesome. So speaking on the life lessons through your life, what are the things which you've picked up? What's something which a young person listening to this should be able to hold on to? Look, you went through a process at 15, you left your father's house.
Look, I believe nobody must hear me because I'm embarrassing of the humankind from the young age, okay?
Yeah.
In our days, I'm willing to help each and everybody. Like if you have your contacts or whatever and somebody needs my help, even to go and dig a hole, even to, whatever he wants for me, I'm willing to help each and everybody is that. Me, I'm not counting with people with what they are. I'm counting with people with what they make me feel for them.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like if I'm sitting next to you a week, a month, or whatever, and you are negative, moody people. I'm sure you have in your friends, moody people. Waking up in the morning, say, oh, why today is raining? Oh, why the sun is there? Me, every morning when I wake up, I'm opening my eyes and I say, thank you, God, that keep me alive today. Mm-hmm. They say, oh, it's too much job. What's meaning too much job? Just think that other people that are in the wheelbarrow, and they cannot work.
Yes.
No, I'm hungry. What's meaning you are hungry? I bet anybody you like, anybody is hearing that voice that I'm speaking now, my Greek voice, to take me, lock himself with me in a room, and we stay hungry and thirsty, both of us. Mm-hmm. It's not that because of who I am and I'm white and this nonsense that I'm hearing. Nonsense, this is nonsense that I didn't suffer in my life. And because of my skin, I'm white. I bet you now we take a knife, you cut your hand in my hand and split the blood in two. Show me which is your blood and which is mine. Let's see. It's nonsense. And this nonsense, they become from people that cannot think. For people that they don't know who they are. Mm-hmm. Like if you come in their farm, you are going to... And now Mr. Jimmy is not there to tell you. There was one time that I was offloading manure, chicken manure, and there was coming the bosses for the other companies, and they was laughing with me because I was full of manure. And I went in the office for the accounts to take the overtime money for the guys, and the ladies in the office, they told me, oh, Mr. Mike, how you are smelling like this? Very bad. And I told them, that's the smell of money. That's a smell of respect. That's a smell that I work with. Yeah. Because the other days, maybe I was taking my salary and was not even working enough for that money. Mm-hmm. But that money, those 10 kwacha that I took for Mr. Jimmy, not enough for them. Like I remember Mr. Jimmy was giving 50 kwacha to the guys there. Because we work, was Saturday we work. Mm-hmm. I asked for Mr. Jimmy to give me 10 kwacha. I said, 10 kwacha for what? I said, give me this 10 kwacha and this 10 kwacha. I still have them. And it's like, if I die, I'm not going to spend those 2 kwacha because I'm proud for those 10 kwacha that I took for the manager because I work like I should work. I came here to work. I born to work. So if I want to be somebody, rich or whatever, you must learn how to work. Yeah. You understand? My wife in my house from 2009, I don't have a maid. Mm-hmm. I've got the money to take a maid. So I don't have a maid. Not for another reason. I'm not enough good, me or my wife, when we are in Greece and my wife is washing my underwear, my clothes or whatever, cooking for me. What are we going to do here in Zambia? Become bosses, the gods. So we know who we are. At least me and my wife. I don't know for the restaurants. Mm-hmm. You understand? I don't understand the stories. So my wife is cleaning in Greece. Here we are going to... For what? My wife is going back because when I was here, she must work there. She's working also. Mm-hmm. Like a maid. My wife is working like a maid in Greece. You understand? Mm-hmm. Like most of the people that are coming here, when you take them back where they're coming from, they are living in caves. And if somebody thinking that I'm different, let's go to see the past of them. If somebody built a house back in where he's coming from, we can see like 100 people, maybe 10 of them have got value from the families. Mm-hmm. So when my wife in Greece is like a maid cleaner, is cleaning, like when tourists is coming in a hotel, my wife is going and cleaning the bathrooms or whatever for a visitor that we don't even know him. So me here in Zambia, I'm going to make her to be the madam. Let's get serious. You understand? Let's know who we are. And after I can see people having 20 mates and after going in the church, coming back in the same position that I'm speaking to you in the beginning and say, no, try to preach you in the church what the good and the bad is. And after you see the same people shouting to the workers, and Sunday or Saturday, they are going to say, no, follow the good. What is the good? Yep. What is the bad in that plan?
So, when you left home, did you get back? At what point did you get back to talk to your mother?
My family.
Your family, yes.
Before I come to Zambia, if I came 9 on March, I went 6 on March. Mm-hmm. My mother told me, what are you doing here? To make a small, like put something, in between. What is that once I get sick, after I change my life, mm-hmm. now I have customers, mm-hmm. people, they respect me, they believe me for who I am. Mm-hmm. They know who I used to be. I never hide it. I'm not going to hide it ever because then it's meaning I can stop giving lessons or my problems or what I pass through, for somebody to change. I must speak for that. I must speak because I pass through. Mm-hmm. So it's must. So when I get sick, my mother went to my wife. My wife is the only person standing next to me without ever speaking to me. Without telling me that is wrong or that's good. Do that or do this. Nothing. Today, we're having fightings. You understand? Like arguments or what, like all the couples they have. But we know we are in love. We know we care each other. We know that it's half and half. Both of us, we are making one human. Okay? So, and not a perfect one. But my wife from that time, it was the one that standing next to me. Like I remember it was bringing me food like 03 in the workshop without asking her, without anything. The point is now that, okay, my mother went to my wife when I was sick and say, put a signature there. So my mother was looking to grab my house. When I was not speaking to her, now, on that age, I'm 15 to 21, 22, 23 years, something like that. Never speak to them. And I even tell them that if I ever see you stepping on my way, change to go to the other side because you are going to be dead. I didn't want to see them anymore. I was pissed off with them. Okay? And I didn't know if I was right or wrong or what, but I speak to them. First time, I went in my house, I think so 2 days, 3 days before I come in Zambia. And I say to my father and to my mother, look, I came to greet you because I don't know where I'm going, if I'm going to come back alive, if I'm going to see you alive, or whatever. So I want to tell you that I forgive you. Okay. Or I don't want to know if you forgive me, but I want to tell you that I forgive you. So I'm not asking for forgiveness. I don't care if you are giving me. And bye-bye. And at that time, I speak to them again after 2 years. Okay. Like 18 months that I came here, 18 months after I went back. That was my spare holiday. I didn't even speak to them. 2 years after, I start speaking to them. And up to today, we are speaking. But this is because of Mr. Jimmy. Okay. Mr. Jimmy is the one that told me, and that is the lesson that you must say to the youths and whatever. You must never judge somebody if you don't put yourself in that situation. Like you can see somebody having an accident and people that are going to beat him. Ask why he was having an accident. Maybe he's sick and having no medication and the people beat him on the top. So don't judge anybody. First put yourself in the situation that he is. Think like you are in his shoes and after take action. It's taking just a few minutes to do that.
Okay. No. It's been.
I make you feeling tired now. Okay, so
no. It's been a very, very interesting conversation.
This conversation is one side for me.
No, so, but look, you came here so that we get to
say the truth. I don't care, I can speak to you through all day, for my life. But so that's me. No. So somebody are going to hate me, somebody are going to like me. So I don't care what they are going to feel because I know in my heart that I say the truth. I know in my heart that I've got nothing against anybody. Yeah. Like from 2009 up to here, if you go in the whole Zambia, I've got not even one enemy, not even a fight, nothing. Argument. Where is argument there? I'm sorting it out. I'm going and find a guy, why is like this, why is like that, why we argue here? I will find a way, even if I lose. You understand? So, we'll see.
Awesome. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. Hopefully you have had so many insightful moments from this conversation. And remember, there's still hope for you to make the most out of your life. So long as you're breathing, God still has given us a new day, a new platform to be better and to be transformed into his goodness, into his wonderful light. So from me, Dennis Umubanga Kaumbe, bye-bye.